Today's story begins in Washington, D.C. The year was 2021. On January 6th, Congress was meeting to officially count the presidential election votes. Before the count was finished, a crowd entered the U.S. Capitol, forcing lawmakers to stop the proceedings for several hours. One of the people accused of entering the Capitol was Joseph Fischer, a former police officer. The government charged Fischer with several crimes. One of the most serious charges was obstructing an official proceeding. In simple terms, prosecutors said he illegally stopped Congress from doing its job. But Fischer disagreed. Welcome to Once Upon a Case, because the law isn't just for lawyers, it's for everyone. He argued that the government was using the wrong law. According to Fischer, this law was originally written to punish people who destroy evidence, hide documents, or tamper with records to interfere with an investigation or court proceeding. He said it was never meant to cover his alleged actions. So the case reached the United States Supreme Court. The question was simple. Did the government use the right law to charge Fischer? In 2024, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 in Fischer's favor. The court said the government had interpreted the obstruction law too broadly. The justices explained that the law mainly applies when someone interferes with evidence, records, or documents used in an official proceeding. Because Fischer was not accused of destroying or hiding evidence, the court said this particular charge could not stand as it had been brought. But that did not mean Fischer was found innocent. It also did not mean the Supreme Court approved of what happened on January 6th. Instead, the court simply said, the government used the wrong law for this particular charge. The case was sent back to the lower court, where prosecutors could continue with Fischer's other criminal charges and decide whether the obstruction charge could still be pursued under the Supreme Court's narrower interpretation. The decision affected many other January 6th cases because prosecutors had used the same obstruction law against numerous defendants. And that's the story of Fischer versus United States, 2024. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, watch this case next.